Sheriff Thaddeus Cleveland is a retired Border Patrol agent, and Alfonso Aguilar is former chief at the U.S. Office of Citizenship. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you.
Alfonso, I want to start with you. Your thoughts on family detention centers making a return under the administration, and just maybe your concerns and what needs to be done a little bit differently this time to avoid the kind of public backlash that happened last time around.
Well, it seems to me that, it seems to me that this is the humane thing to do, right? To keep the families together. So we're not going to separate them. We keep them together. It's in a humane way. Some of those families are going to be mixed status families, meaning that the parents are illegal immigrants, but the children are born in the U.S. And look, deportation doesn't mean that it has to be inhumane or cruel. They're going to be removed to their country of origin, but in a safe, secure way. And we don't want to cause any harm to the children, so it makes sense to have these facilities. We're going to have to expand dramatically our detention capabilities. Holman talked about building detention camps to expand our detention capability to over 100,000 beds, and that's still not enough. So we're certainly going to need more money from Congress, but it certainly has to be done so people understand that this is a serious effort to remove people from the country and to send the message abroad that you should not come illegally to the country because you'll be deported.
We've seen some activity of a heinous nature for some that are here illegally, including, you think of names like Laken Riley, Kate Steinle, and so many others. And as of recently here in New York City, a reported illegal migrant from Guatemala on your screen from the NYPD allegedly killed an innocent Brooklyn subway rider after he allegedly set her on fire as she slept. I mean, just let that sink in.
Terrible.
Yeah. How can this incoming administration, led by President-elect Donald Trump, get a hold of this crisis? Obviously, those first and foremost that are criminals or that intend to do harm to Americans and are here illegally. Sheriff, you know a thing or two about law enforcement. Talk to us about that and what this could look like in the next 4 years.
Howdy, Sean. Good morning. And first of all, I couldn't agree with Alfonso more. Everything he stated is very accurate and very well articulated. But when the administration comes in, again, they've made it very clear that they're going to be focusing on those that are criminals. And those criminals may consist of people that have already had prior orders of deport, meaning they've seen an immigration judge or they've been ordered deported in absentia. So you know, they've been ordered to leave the country. But then they will also focus on those that are in either our local jails, such as my sheriff's office, or other state institutes, state prisons that are criminal aliens that are waiting to serve their time at the state or local level, and then work with ICE, ERO, and work on a I-247 detainer, which allows us to keep them in custody until ICE is able to come and pick them up. That's where I think we'll see the lion's share of those deportations is coming from those that are already in our institutions, being held and serving for their crimes.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams saying that reported illegal migrant that Sean just mentioned, accused of this horrible crime, should be charged federally for this murder, calling for ICE to get involved in that case. Obviously, there's already a case underway here in the state of New York. Alfonso, do you think that politicians will follow suit and perhaps ask the administration to assist in getting some of these criminals detained and then deporting them ultimately?
Well, I mean, at the end, reality sets in, and I think that's what's happening with Eric Adams. When you have a situation that's truly out of control in your city, you have to do something. He's got over 650,000 illegal immigrants in New York City alone. Around 58,000 of them are people that are being convicted or charged of crimes. So you have to do something. I know there's some governors and mayors that are resisting. But at some point, they have to listen to their citizens and collaborate with the federal government. If not, they're going to be shielding criminals. That's a reality. What happened in New York should have not happened. It was a heinous crime, a very cruel crime. So I think people are responding, and I think citizens have to continue pressuring those mayors and governors who are resistant, who don't want to collaborate with the federal government.
Information. Truth. is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.